Hello guys and welcome to another project. This time I will build a Second World War German tank destroyer called Nashorn. This is a set from Tamiya collection, which means we shouldn't worry about quality of sprues, fitting of parts or major design flaws. I feel very excited for this build because this will be another project where I'll be combining plastic parts with aftermarket PE and resin details. But before we start, let's go back in time and look into the genesis of this fascinating piece of armor. Of course, I don't want to make you your own and switch to another video, so I will keep it brief. Nashorn was designed in answer to German experiences during the Barbarossa Plan. Let's just say that German army was surprised with the number of Russian T-34 tanks which welcomed them during the East invasion. It occurred that Germans need a solid weapon against the Russian tank hordes. And as it is rather obvious, it is impossible to design and start a line production of equipment of that kind in a short term. As situation on Eastern Front started to look not in bright colors, Germans decided to work out a temporary solution until the time when Jagdpanther will arrive to service. And this is how the Hornisse tank destroyer showed up. As it was using already designed body of Panzer III and IV and its armor was, well, let's just say economical, the production and cost of this unit was quite affordable, which at that time was a real advantage. Hornisse, later renamed to Nashorn, I will relate to this in a moment, was a typical defensive unit equipped with a powerful PEC 88mm anti-aircraft gun. Some say that PEC barrel was the best construction of that kind during the Second World War, and we can boldly admit that Nashorn won few points in this competition for PEC. As the front reality shown, properly organized and used Nashorn squads could build deadly barrier for tanks, which has been proved in Battle of Vitebsk. Unfortunately, or rather fortunately, German commanders mostly underestimated the utility value of Nashorn or even didn't understand the purpose of this unit in the war theater, which affected in their misuse. Ending this history outline, let's go back to names. Well, Nashorn means in German rhino. This powerful name is just a small example of Hitler's size mania. Why? Nashorn is practically the same machine as its predecessor, called Hornisse, I've been talking just before, which means hornet. Come on, this beast cannot be called hornet like an insect. The name must be big and dangerous. Okie dokie, let's go now through the things I will work with during this build. Traditionally, I will start with instruction, which, as always with Tamiya models, is just brilliant. This is a relatively new set, and as I recall, it has been designed and released in 2014. The whole set has been designed to go easily and not to make the modeling harder than it should be. So as instruction, which is clear, well presented and logical. As it goes for a model itself, I was thinking about building it for a really long time. You must admit that Nashorn does look interesting and somehow different to all the tanks and similar units from that time. As a modeler, I am excited to complete the build for its interesting interior and enormous sized gun, which by the way was used also in other units like King Tiger or Elephant. Another example of humble names. In the box you can also find a short colored leaflet with painting schemes, history outline and some technical details of Nashorn. Tamiya primarily engineered this model to be a winter camouflage, but as I have lately finished two projects in this scheme, German Tiger tank and German Flak anti-aircraft gun, I just don't feel like I want to go back to mud and snow. I would rather go for a regular triple color painting, maybe the C option, or something similar, as I have found few other schemes as well which I liked. Well, we will see. As always, in sprues you will find very good quality parts. Plastic is not too hard, not too soft, just perfect to work with. As a modeler, I appreciate the engineering of parts set in sprues. I mean, there are not too many visible ejection points, and connection points are designed in places which are accessible, easy to clean. Believe me, this is a really well engineered model. Just to let you know, I will not use even one part from this sprue. All of them will be replaced with PE parts. And as I anticipate, this will be the biggest challenge of this project. Apart from plastic sprues in the box, you will find 5 figures of crew members, ugly rubber tracks, they will also be replaced, some other small details like metal rods, thread for a towing cable and polycaps in different sizes, mostly for wheels assembly, and decals sheet. Unfortunately, there are no PE parts in the set, but don't worry, I will take care of this problem. Well, I bought few more details, maybe a little bit more than few. The biggest set is from Voyager models. It contains upper hull armor plates, fenders, fighting compartment floor and some more minor details. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a set dedicated to Tamiya model, so I made a risk and bought a set dedicated to Dragon set. I have already made some prior measuring without fitting yet, and I can tell you there is a hole. Another set, which comes from part, contains details I will need to make the interior of fighting compartment more detailed. As you can see and what could be expected, instructions to PE sets are like an encrypted treasure maps. I have decided to go large with this project, therefore I have also bought side ammo containers. They look difficult to assemble, but it's worth the effort, they will look awesome. I have also bought a part set with additional fenders as I was facing a risk of misfit with Dragon set. At the same time I just hope a Voyager set will work out, so this would be only for a safe backup. And here is a great celebrity of this project, famous 88mm spag barrel. This barrel comes in two pieces which are not glued but screwed together. I can't wait to see it assembled. Just look at it. It's huge! For such a gun we will need some referring shells. I'm going to equip Nashorn with armor piercing and high explosive shells. There will be also a place for some empty shells and ammo crates as well to enrich the model scene. Great quality. Just look at those beauties. And the last but not the least is the set of 3D printed tracks. I must honestly admit that this is my first aftermarket track set. I always had an issue with buying of those because of their price. But now when I look at this, I start to understand what the whole fuss is about. Rubber tracks from Tamiya look like mess comparing to what you can see here. So, this is it. As you can see, there will be a lot of work with this model, but I feel excited and ready for action. I hope you will join me in another video where I will be going through the assembly process of Nashorn the Tank Hunter. As always, thank you for watching, and if you liked my video, please give me a thumb up and subscribe not to miss another scene of this fantastic project. See ya!